It's exciting times for me and my family and friends, and I think the term foundation player kind of says it all. It's what's going to be the base of this team and this club moving forward, and that's an honor to be involved at such an early stage and to be involved in a team that's so close to home for me. So I'm excited to get started and get going here. You know, it's close to home. I made the move home 2.5 years ago to put down some roots, be closer to friends and families, especially after being overseas for 13 years. And this has just given me such a great opportunity to stay close to home while, giving back to Canada what I never had growing up. I never had this pathway moving forward, these professional teams throughout Canada. So, as soon as Tommy approached me with the vision of what the CPL is going to be, I was all on board. I moved up to Calgary when I was 16 to play with the Calgary Storm, and that was Calgary's professional team back then, and it only lasted about 1.5 years before they folded, and that's where I met Tommy, playing alongside of him, and I had great memories of the team, great memories of him. A lot of those players that I played with, we still keep in touch. So, and Tommy was the same kind of way he is now. He's a hard-working, he's got a lot of passion towards the sport, and I think that on-field characteristics about him is exactly how I describe him off the field. He's very passionate about the job, and when he gets that determination inside of him, he'll do whatever he has to do to get it done. Not a lot has changed, which is kind of sad in the way the landscape of Canadian soccer is. When I left, there was 4 professional teams across Canada, with Vancouver, Calgary at the time that folded, and then we had Toronto and Montreal. And now, coming back, there's Vancouver, Toronto, Montreal. They all play in the MLS, so it's not really a Canadian-driven team. So, not a lot has changed as far as the pathway for Canadian kids. There's only one team, in my opinion, right now with Ottawa that are pushing Canadian talent to be a part of it, but at the end of the day, they still play in an American-based league. So I think that's what's gotten me so excited about the CPL and coming back and helping support Calgary and the CPL as a whole is that now Canada finally has its own league where we can dictate, the rules, regulations, our players. We can finally push the Canadian talent that we have to go forward. Living in southern Alberta for pretty much my whole life, I actually never had been out to Spruce Meadows. I just associated it with the equestrian world, the horse world that I wasn't familiar with at all, but last year was the first year where I came out and watched some of the competitions here and, walking around the grounds, and it's a phenomenal area. And any event that Spruce puts on is absolutely world class, and, just getting that little taste of it, I think any soccer fan, any sports fan can be excited about what's going to happen here at Spruce Meadows, and with the stadium being built in here and the atmosphere and culture that it's gonna build. I think it's a place where sports fans, soccer fans, anybody who supports soccer in the city needs to come out and see for sure.